Hello and welcome back. This is day 157 of streaming every single day. At least I believe so, right? I think we did 156 yesterday. And this is art stream number 36. Today we're going to be working on another one of our characters on stream. This is the Sea Prince, because this is before he was the king. And then I might start another one. I might switch the project too. This is actually going to be a mystery. Could be a mystery surprise one. Hey Elfin, hey Ryu, hey Sanic, hey Raru. How are you guys today? Struggling to think of how I'm going to make his outfit. Actually, I might need to move him over too. Just a little bit, at least. Let's see where that paper is. Trying to imagine where his arms would be. That should be good. Wonder if I should write the ages of each one of their forms. Or their ages. Like, Might be a good idea. Just chilling. Hey, that's awesome. Glad to hear it. Even out the hair real quick. I think I drew it unevenly, so. And this part is kind of messing with me, so I'm gonna do this. There we go, that's much better. Want to add some of the tip back, I can kind of just touch it up like that. There we go. Something about it looked wrong when I was zoomed out, so looks alright now though. I'm actually debating on making this part right here a little bit more out. Because the Sea King has the whole side of his head covered by this strand of hair here. I feel like with it being that thin, it wouldn't. It kind of just rests upon his head like this. It's kind of more like that-ish, I guess. But he is pretty small, so I guess... Could just keep it at that for now. Doesn't look bad per se, but I feel like there's something off about it. It's probably just because it's more thin, but... This is gonna be challenging. I think he's one of the shorter ones. Then again, this is when he was 8. Sea King. Or the current Sea King, I should say. I'm not sure how thick to make his neck. I wonder if I should put his hair on another layer for this. No, because I'm going to end up erasing stuff anyways, okay. Doesn't look centered. Make his hand a little bit smaller. without taking the hair preferably. It's gonna be really hard drawing around it like that. There, like that. Really small hands. It's one down. Just like that. Well, almost. Almost like that. I feel like this hand is a little bit too big on his left. Could be wrong. No, I could have probably found a way to make that part right there work as like part of the outfit, but we'll go with that. Now, realistically speaking, if he just put his arms up with this like kind of determined look, would his hair be in front or behind his hands? And likely behind. Let's remove that part. It's funny because I drew around it, but then I didn't think about the fact that his hands are already in front. Oh, this part. This could help me right here. Other hand is a little bit thicker line art. I can fix that though. I don't want to make it too thin in some areas and too thick in others though. So it really depends on how much shape you're losing on the outside or the inside of the line art. In this case, I have to kind of trim down in between where the knuckles are to kind of highlight it more. I feel like he might even be too tall for this. Unless that was a good height, I don't know. Actually, it isn't that bad of a height. Could have just kept him there. That was the right height, right? Yep, that looks about right. Yep. Okay. That's gonna be really hard deciding what he's wearing, though. Because the outfit he's wearing is like the customary royalty outfit he'd wear. Pretty much every Sea King would wear that one. Well, actually, no, because it's more tailored to what breed of fish they are. Which it's usually only beta fish in the story. The royal lineage is the beta fish. They hardly have any blood relatives. The Sea King's story is based off of a pet fish I had once. Or rather inspired by. Not based on, but inspired by. It's funny, because at first I didn't see the character becoming like a character in the novel, but then suddenly kind of just appeared. And it just made sense for whatever reason. I think I'll give him the same baggy pants. They're similar. I won a beta fish at a carnival once. It was get your ping pong ball in the goldfish cup, with a small red cup in the middle had a beta fish. Oh, that's really cool. I wonder how they were keeping it though. Because I know sometimes the ones in like pet shops aren't kept very well, but they're kept in like these really small containers. For like long periods of time. It was a church carnival, couldn't have been that bad. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, right? I'm gonna draw his pants again. Oh, right, right. Okay. What are these small red pellets? Aww. Actually, he's really skinny, too, so... I wonder if I should even draw him with the pants like this. Because it's supposed to be for a specific part in the story. Okay, so... proportions are really hard. What did you end up naming your beta fish? Or was it like a... you catch it and you can't go home with it kind of thing? I don't know if they do that, actually. Oh my goodness, proportions are hard. Didn't name Captain for a while though. It was just called Kung Fu Fish. Oh my goodness. Well, hey, that's a cool experience. Theme. It's good for the theme here. Just a moment. You know, I suppose he wouldn't be standing at his true height with this, would he? His knees are bent. That might be something to think about. Unless I just do them in these different dynamic poses in general, and then just count whatever height they're at as their actual height. I know this would like make a minor difference, I guess, in his actual height, but the whole point is to have. That's why at least all of them are all on 1 foot that's at least straight up and down. That can be accurately like measured for their height. What about Snow Fox? Yeah, this one might be an issue. I don't want him to bend his legs too much. I have to fix that, but it will be okay. Okay, that's much better, I think. You know, yeah, at least as long as one of these are more acceptable. Slightly better? Possibly? Okay, I think that's okay now. It's really hard to envision. I didn't put too much thought into his childhood form because it's just for a single flashback. Possibly a few. Oh, this might work. Yeah, that works. Okay, that works. To fix his legs, though, they're not actually fully drawn yet. I know he's skinny, but I don't want to make him extremely skinny like this. So I have to make it a little bit bigger. Like, that was almost like skin and bone skinny. That is not how, skinny I intend for him to be here. Even that's a little bit skinny. You know, something's off about it, but I can't tell what. I think I might be more used to drawing bent leg positions rather than straight legs positions. Ah! Oh, that might be it. Yeah, it might be that. Okay, I think I did it too high up. Okay, let me do that. Actually, no, it looks just like the other one. Almost? Maybe I need to just trim some of this away first. And then kind of just redraw that part, perhaps? And skim some off to the side. Almost looks like hyperextending. I don't know how I did it on the other side. Perhaps that one's also hyperextended. Where is it? A little bit lopsided too, I see. You know what? That could be playing into it. I still don't find much wrong with this leg, but on the other one I do. Oh my. Now I do see kind of what's wrong with it. Or that something is wrong with it, rather. Just make them more like this. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, that's a little bit better now. I think if I connect this part, to the left a little bit too. That. Okay, that's much better. Rather than bowing out so much, I'm gonna do like a recurve kind of pose, I guess. I should probably change this part then too to reflect the changes that we did on the other side. How's FFXIV? Oh, I haven't really been playing lately. Like I've only been getting on for the Beast Tribe. It's one of those downtimes for me. The only thing I've been doing with XIV pretty much is like playing Astra, Ivir alt. Which that's been a lot of fun, because like it's been a really long time since I've gone through Endwalker. Even with like things like Occult Crescent and stuff, I'm still not that interested in playing an Alfie right now. I've got bag space problems, glamour issues. I wish we had more room for stuff in our glamour dresser, because that would solve a huge issue for me. I'm like nearing the max, and I need to get like a bunch of items to get my dream glams and Alfie. It's quite frustrating. Other than that, sometimes it's nice to get like a little break. So I've been taking this as a an XIV break. Have you been on XIV much? Oh yeah, besides that, I have been getting on Alfie for my Beast Tribe. Or Allied Society Quest, I think they call it now. Well, technically they've been calling it that since, like, Endwalker now. They changed it twice within the same patch that they had changed it or something. They had changed it the first time, they changed it again. So after they added the Arcasadara, and I was like, wait, so they're fine calling, or they were fine calling Lalafell beasts before, but just because they made elephants, now they're changing the name? I'm like, that's crazy, actually. Because, like, if it was really what people said, that it was like, oh, it's because they're elephant people, it's like, well, I mean, there were snake people, and they were still considered beasts, and there were Lalafell, which were still considered beasts somehow. So I don't understand why it was such a crazy change like that, but because I don't even remember what the middle one was. There was one in between. I only remember what it used to be first, and then what it was after. Tribal quests? Yeah, I think, yeah, there's something about the tribal. I don't see what's wrong with the word tribe, so. Because there are tribes of people in real life, too. The way of, like, characterizing families, is it not? At least in the olden times. Tribes and clans. Honestly, I feel like it's a cool name. Certainly confused a lot of people. Okay, let's see here. I think I'll also give him some kind of sandal too. I should do this first. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, see, that's why I was confused. Like, I feel like tribe is not a bad word. Probably has to do with the fact that, the English voice actors for the elephant people were, I think, doing an Indian accent or something? There's no way it could have just been the one part, right? Like that it's beast tribes? Oh, Tribal Alliance. I think it was Tribal Alliance Quest? That or Tribe Quest. It was something strange like that, yeah. Oh, man. Memories. Such a quick change, too. I don't want to make it look just like his shoes, but I'm gonna give it a similar pattern. Something with more of like an X shape going on. That doesn't look right though. Like according to the way I drew it here, it's not the same here. Oh, I see what I did. Kind of like what I did here more than that. Society? Yeah, it was like what they used to call the Beast Tribe quests. It was originally Beast Tribe, and then it was like tribal quests or tribal alliance quests. It's one of those two. And then they changed it to Allied Society. I don't know. Yeah, right? It's funny. I just feel like it's a really late time to change it, because like there's so many expansions with that name already in the game. I don't think people are having a hard time with the name anymore. But people still call it Tribe Quests or Beast Tribes. So much easier to remember like that. I want to make it go up into this like X-shaped pattern going up. How am I gonna do this? Suppose this one will go over. This one under here can go under. Hey, that's awesome. Glad to hear it. Yeah, in a way I feel kind of crazy for like taking a break from FFXIV, but it's like at the same time I'm glad to be able to take a break. Like I feel bad though because I'm still trying to run the FC and I still do the FC events, but other than that I haven't really been on. I still got tons of goals. I just don't have the motivation to do them. I've been glad to take some time away though because then it's given me the opportunity to write some more of my story and get to draw here with you guys today. So I'm glad for that. It's not going anywhere. Yeah, I feel that. It's very true. This one's over, but this one's under. This one will be under then? But it'll also be over for the next one. And I feel like I'm drawing this as if it's like a... like not a 3D object, because that will really not help with my... the vision I'm envisioning here. And there will be more to do whenever you return. Yeah, it's true, it's true. I also don't want to be gone too long just because, like, I'm still trying to run the FC. So I feel like I can't really take a break even if I wanted to. Like a full-on break, I cannot take. I still have a house to renew and I still have the FC to take care of. So while that's true, I know I can't exactly be like completely excused from my duties. No, that was right. There we go. I don't know if I like doing like the bent kind of look. Slightly better? Okay. I don't think I should continue them any further though, because they're already pretty high up on the legs. This is actually helping me realize that like I didn't indent this leg enough. Then again, I kind of like that it looks more thick on this side. I feel like this one should be a little bit thicker for his leg. Let's fix that real quick. Oh, you know what? That makes sense why the ankle is like... Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Even that's slightly better. Oh, I forgot to fix this part up here. There we go. Looks a little bit botched, but I think we're alright. After all, it's just a height chart. It is fun to get to draw all my characters again, though. Oh, I should probably turn the canvas again. His head looks a little bit funny. Perhaps I will fix it a little bit with the hair. I do like how thin it gets right there in the hair, but see if we can maintain that to some degree. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Something more closely resembling him. I did think it'd be funny to have him have some like wacky, crazy hairstyle or something. Or something a little bit more silly or unkempt as a kid. Oh yeah, I realized something for our traveling trader is I did like the height part up here, but it actually should be right about here. So I'm gonna have to go back and change that too. Notice, like, the part where I measured their head is not where their hair is, it's where their head is. So I gotta fix that. That's much better. A little bit stiff, but much better. Shoes, I can definitely see some errors, but that's alright. Could have actually just had him barefoot. Just a little bit hard to do that. I feel like this shows like he's like missing toes or something. That's a little bit better. There's like no room for this toe right here. At least on this foot. Oh, no, no, no. Where did I go with this one? Oh, I see it now. I see it now. A little bit better, perhaps? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not. It's a little bit cursed like that. That's a little bit better now. There we go. Yeah, it would have been nicer if I could have done like the more bent legs, but for the sake of height, I would like to have a more accurate reading. Technically, this is still not going to be the most accurate because he's not standing up straight on at least one leg, but it is what it is. I'll still adjust him to meet the size requirements, I think. I just couldn't picture him with not this pose. Technically, I could have just, like, kept his legs together, but I feel like as a kid, he wasn't, like... He was proper, but there was still like an air of not like being proper all the time, I feel like. Yet he was, though, a lot. So, it's hard to explain that part without giving too much away. Oh, I never did that part yet. Makes sense. Part is taking a little bit longer than expected, but I'm happy to be able to put some more time and effort into it. Where's that symbol? Oh, that would work out perfectly. Well, you won't be able to get to see it. Compromise on that part of the outfit, but And these sway backwards, I'm picturing. More like this part's on the shirt. And then tassels hang down like this. Like that, pretty much. If it actually connected. Like that. Let's see what we can do with this. See a really neat design we could do with this now. Very cute. Thank you, Elfin. Appreciate it. We'll give him a miniature version of what he's wearing. Which means I'll probably change the other part too. Don't worry, this part pins up over. It's like a jacket part. I'm thinking that these outfits are made preemptively for the royal lineage, in case they ever have to become the king. In which case, that would mean that most of them get one, but tuned to their own kind of pattern. You know what? I do kind of want to give him those pants that I was trying to give him at first. Redo the shoes. I'll think about it in the shoes, but the pants, I have an idea what I can do. How about instead of erasing, I'll just draw over it real quick. Not too bad. try this, see how I like it, and then go forward from there. I don't want to stray too far from the original design, is the thing. Okay, I like that better. Perhaps I'll use the other attire for something else with him. I wouldn't have given the jacket part if it weren't for the big star in the center. That'd be nice. It might be nice to do this kind of thing. Let me see here real quick. Unless we classify this as a different type of top that pins up in the back with this, which might work. However, oh my, what happened there? Oh, the tablet was having a blip. Oh, here, I'll do the white shirt then. Let's see the white shirt here. Okay, so the white part of the shirt is done. likely have to redo this part again, so let me see. Turn this down just a little bit. It's supposed to be like wrinkling of the top part of the shirt here. Also torn. I could change the design a little bit of the top part, but I do like the star thing going on. It's for a specific reason too. I think I'll do that thing with the pants over here too, unless I do something more. Could do something like this. Actually, I could still do this even with the pants. Could do something like that, but it might be a little bit strange, perhaps. It's very hard to erase like this. I could just like make my eraser smaller, but I like the size that it's at. So if I wanted to, I could just erase everything. Helps me when I have to erase like large portions of stuff. Of course, it's not ideal for stuff like this, but also not the worst, I guess. Just a little bit inconvenient, if that makes sense. Like right here it helps, but I can't do it too much. Oh, and after all the time and effort I put into drawing that. Oh. I think I like this design better though in the long run. Yeah, make it more like over here. Oh, see, that looks nice. Hmm. Yeah, you know, I still want to do more like Savages and FF14 still. Still find it hard to get on though. You know, I guess you could say that the rest of them are pretty established, but this one is subject to change. I wanted to have a kind of something ready for him. Actually, I do like those shoes still on him, so I'm not gonna change those. Glad I didn't change those. It was mostly the shorts. I want so you could still like see from the inside, but you can't see from this angle or whatever. Unless you would have been able to see. Then I'm kinda. There's no way I'm redrawing that. I just gotta hope you wouldn't be able to see from that angle. Hopefully it'd like just barely pass over like that. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. I feel like there's usually something on the side like up here too. Yeah, something like that. I think it's being covered by this tassel or this string right here. There's something I want to do with that, but I'm not sure what exactly. And I kind of want to do like that part of... Wait. What about the outer jacket? Oh. Suppose you could have this little jacket. Jacket thing, I should say. Like, button up. None of the crazy pretty blue frills or anything, though. There we go. That's a little bit better. Let me just do 2 button-up spots for this one. It'd be more like this. Like that. There we go. He still looks a little bit silly, but I might change him again later. We'll see. For now, I think I can call that one done. Oh, I shouldn't have put him there yet. Move him over. Yeah, seriously, having this here helps me so much. Like the bottom line here. It makes it so much easier. Here. I'm trying to squish them all together because I don't know how much space I'm going to have by the end of it, because there are a lot of younger characters in the story. Turn this one off. I'm going to put this back under here though. And then for now, that one. We could try to finish up the last 2 who still need their younger ones, but I'm thinking of making these 2 cousins though back here because there are a lot of siblings in the story. So I thought it might be interesting, or more engaging rather, just like to have like something that's not siblings. Okay. Let's see. Who should we start with? Not start with, but who should we go for next? Could do these two. Hmm. That's an idea. Actually, I don't know what to call her. I have like a code name for all of them except for these two. I don't have a name at all for this one. Oh, you know what? I don't have their. Oh my. I'm gonna have to go back real quick. Just a moment. I actually don't know where I put it. Was it on a concept art? Yeah, here they are. Okay, so I'm gonna need to do what I did for those ones, but for the younger ones, which is that. I don't need the color. Okay, grab that and then. Okay, I made it way easier for her, except I'm not taking the colors for hers either. Why did I separate each eyebrow? What the? Okay, so now that I got these layers selected, I'm going to copy them all, and oh my gosh. I thought all I did was copy them. I just pasted all of them. What the heck? Which is which? That's not helpful. This is gonna be more difficult than I thought. This is why you should name your layers, friends. I did not name these layers beforehand. Oh, it's copy and paste. Oh my gosh. That's what happened. There they are. Let me just... No, I want to delete all those. There we go. Much better. Oh my gosh. That was almost a nightmare, guys. It was almost a nightmare. Okay. Time to move these two together over here and move them in their spots. Oh my gosh, it's exact. And not show these two right now. I'm gonna put them back under references. Man, that was painstaking. You know, though, perhaps I should move them down more. That might help me. Or even more like this, actually. Mm. It's funny, so I could almost just use those faces that I already have and shrink them down. It might work. It might work. Mm. Oh, that's good name for it. I wonder if I should draw them on the same layer. Hmm. You know, I could try that. I don't think it's gonna work, but... Oh, actually, it doesn't look that bad. See the faces. I'd say their face is kind of the same. I see the quality just goes down a lot. Let's see, so if this guy was 9 at the time, she was way, at least a little bit younger. Definitely gonna redraw over those. In that case, like his, yeah, his is a good size. Can't even see from this side. See again, real quick. Okay, so this is making me realize something. I find it funny because like I was looking over like my story writing stuff just the other day, and actually it was like really early in the morning. And I was like, I wonder if this would be an interesting idea. And then somehow it sort of becomes canon. I don't know how that happens. But essentially the story starts when Alfie is 7, but technically the story actually started a few years before that when she was 5, and she doesn't talk about it till later. So she would have been 5 with this family. Well, actually 5 becoming 6, if I remember correctly. I should probably make her a little bit smaller, perhaps? Her head, at least? Thank you, Rio. Appreciate it. We are indeed making progress. I feel like something's wrong with her hand and I'm not seeing it for whatever reason. Or is it? Or is there something wrong with it? Actually, I can't tell. It's like I'm trying to go by 2 different perspectives at once. However that works. I think I am doing something like that. If I do something more like this, then it would be less of that. It still looks messed up. Okay, that's better. Better than it looked before. I can probably move where her thumb is because it would be more like this, I feel. Where it is right now. At least giving it the appearance that it comes from the other side is better. I'm thinking of giving her like a really simple outfit. Think of like the bridesmaid's dress in Final Fantasy. It's kind of similar to that style that I'm trying to go for. Almost like a nightgown feel to it. Just be like that. I'd be more like stay consistent. I did not keep the ruffles consistent, I'll say that. There's a way to do it. It's really, really difficult, but I need to keep it somewhat consistent. It's just not coming out that way. That's slightly better, but I need to think of it more of like this. Yeah, that perspective right there. Perfect. Like that does not look right. Something about that looks very off. This is why I need to draw the legs beforehand. Something more like that. I have a feeling though that I need to recenter this. It doesn't look centered. No! Okay, there we go. It looks more centered. Something looks off here, but we're gonna erase that, erase that, erase this, erase this. That's what it is. It's right there. I feel like it's a little bit too bumped out here. There we go. That's much better. Something about that is much better. There's something different about this one than the other. I'm going to delete this part down here, or rather erase this part down here. Just redraw it. Oh my goodness. Her feet kind of look like hooves now. Oh my goodness. That looks horribly wrong. Like something about that just looks really bad. It's probably this part right here. Honestly. Could have been the symmetry tool for that. I think it looks overly, like, really flat overall. Yeah, no. Yeah, it actually doesn't help too that the legs are not facing the same way. Let me do this. I think I'm drawing this wrong. I'm gonna keep the buckle on the side for these ones. There we go, it's a little bit better now. A little bit? Still something wrong with the ankles, but... think it's a matter of perspective. Also, to do this, you just hold shift to highlight another area. I can show another example of how this is an amazing tool. So when you do that though, let's go back to the lasso tool. Let's say you only got this much and you're like, oh no, I want to add like this much more. You can add that much more. I just go through the extra work and effort of redoing it all if it's accidentally capturing stuff I didn't mean to capture. I'm not sure how to reverse it. So I know that shift will allow you to highlight multiple things and will also allow you to like add parts on, but I haven't found the button to do the opposite of that yet. That's what I was trying to say. Also, I'm trying to find poses that like help each one of their characters stand out the most. Like each one of them has like a different personality kind of thing. I feel very conflicted about these ankles not being existent. Ugh, I'm cringing so bad. Oh, that's probably why. I need to change where the buckles are. The straps, actually. Okay, that's a little bit better now. I didn't realize I was making the ankle up too high. Where it wouldn't be. I wanted the shoe straps to be just above the ankle, like Alfie's. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the sole of the shoe. Okay, well we got another one done, seems like. Surprised we got two done today, honestly. It's a little bit more speed running for this one, because this one's way more simple. I don't mind about the stuff overlapping on up here, but it is a little bit cringy. So I can kind of tell that's happening still. If I just like dim it a little bit here. That is slightly better. Slightly. Almost done with this one. Yeah, there we go. I think I should change her face a little bit. I did say I was going to redraw that. Let me disconnect it from this layer because I had already connected it before I started drawing. How am I going to go about this? Okay, I guess that works. Okay. Let me dim this layer and then redraw it. I could just follow it pretty closely to what it already was. Just to give it the higher resolution, because it's still the same resolution, but I want to make her head the appropriate size for this, I feel like. Where we'll measure her, I suppose. That's right. I have to make her eyes smaller now, too. I feel like how close they look to each other would probably be a reason why I should make them siblings still. Because I had planned for them to be siblings originally. I just feel like it'd be like repeating something I already have a lot of in the story. Whether they're older siblings or younger siblings, there's still a lot of siblings in it. We can hide this one more. What was that? There we go. Okay, almost done. Oh. I have an idea. Just to sway a little bit. think I can get her eye shape down. Okay, so hmm. Oh, that's what happened to the shoulder. I was gonna say. Let me fix that real quick. I should probably fix her bangs a little bit. Try to create some type of wind with the way her bangs go, but I think I need to think about it dynamically real quick. Thinking about her hair and trying to make wind blow on it is a very interesting thing. I feel like her hair is a little bit strange. I think I was mostly rushing when I did her hair though, so I want to make sure it looks okay. I have to redo her design a little bit, her hair. Yeah, there we go, it's a little bit better. I don't know, I like this spot right here, but it might look more clear and concise with this kind of style. And then just attaching this one up here. Ta-da! Again, I might want to connect it up at the top where it actually starts. There we go. More like that. Move her eye up more. In fact, I can even put it on another layer, just in case. I think the eyes are too close. That's better. Oh, there we go. The look I was going for. Actually, I need to move this over just by one. Actually, which spot side? Oh, this one. This one. Yes. Right about here, ish. Oh, I don't think I made enough room there. Maybe it was enough. I think it was a good idea to draw the eyes on another layer. I think there's something wrong with the eye, actually. I think it might have been the same, the right dimensions. Was it though? Something more like that, I think. Unless I didn't change at all. Here. I always find it interesting when someone talks about drawing about fixing something. To me, it looks nice. Yeah, no, I feel that. I do feel that. I get that when I'm even watching other artists draw. I'm like, what? It looks great. I guess it's, something that happens universally. I guess some people might not think that way, but it's something that happens a lot when I'm watching other artists. Because even for me, I'm not like the best with like perspective or anything, or even drawing clothes. I think I need more work on it. But yet, when I find someone that looks like their work is like much more pristine or much more cool looking than mine, I'm sitting here like, what are they talking about? So I totally get it. Then again, I also get it because on my end, like when I'm working on my art, I can see the mistakes that I make or something that was like unintentional. So even something that I did unintentionally, I still consider a mistake, honestly. Or I guess as one might say, a happy accident, wink wink. I think we all know what I'm talking about. It's true though, because sometimes the accidents are what makes art kind of come to life in a way. There are some mistakes that actually end up being a good thing. Though it might be more rare, it is possible. I realize by now, someone like analyzing my art later down the line might be like, wow, the hair is all very one style. And I find it so funny because for the longest time I'd tell myself, I don't have a style. I don't have a style. I don't have a style. What are people talking about? Styles. But then after seeing this page, I think I have confirmed that I indeed do have a style. I'm noticing it with all the hair on all my characters. They all have a similar style, like even though they're all completely different hairstyles. I don't even know what it is about it that makes them look so similar. The faces are all completely different, but I mean, I guess I do eyes similar each time. Like his eyes look similar to the twins. Um, the traveling trader's eyes are a little bit similar to Alfina's, but this is just when he's younger. His eyes are a little bit more open, but when he matures, his eyes go a little bit more thinner. Oh yeah, I don't think I drew the rest of the skirt back here. Question is, do I want to? Oh boy, I need to make sure I do this, like... Oh, I'm cringing. Okay, that's better. That's better, I guess. Okay, well, that's alright. think I really like the way her hair came out because it's actually wait, what? I think I must have done something wrong when I was trying to recreate her hair because the first time. I like what I did with it better now though, even though it is kind of similar to the Traveling Traders in a way. Is it just me or is her head a little bit too small? I feel like she should be a little bit thicker. Possibly. I might go back and change that. All of this is subject to change. But honestly, I'm pretty satisfied with all of these ones. Yes, even Sea Prince. Looks like he has a lot of personality there. I feel like I didn't bend the skirt enough here. By bend, I mean like this. Because you're seeing underneath now. Might need to add another frill or two. Yeah, I might have to add another one. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. It's kind of like this kind of shape, if you see what I'm saying. Like you're essentially having to imagine the bottom of the dress all as one ring. So at any point, you can picture that one ring, even if it's level, then you should be good for a lot of stuff. I can display that with more skirts later too, later down the line. I don't think I fixed this actually. I'm looking at this over here. I did not fix that. There we go. Oh yeah, I put those on a separate layer. I wonder if I made her eyes too big. Oh no, it's blurry now. I'd rather keep it like that. Oh boy. Should I merge the layers? I actually don't know. I can just make a new folder. Because I can put her older form in there too later. For the ones that took one layer, I did not make a folder. But I'm gonna have to later, because I'm gonna have their older grown-up versions behind them. It's gonna be hard for the Traveling Trader, because he kind of grows at this kind of steady pace, I feel like. I'm cringing at the shoe now, too. See a little bit of something that can be fixed. If you stare at your art too long, you'll notice all the horrible mistakes you made along the way. Okay, actually, that was not a horrible mistake. That was just a slight tweak. I am very glad for that. I am stumped with this guy over here. Yes, I think her head is a little bit small. But it should be okay. I don't know how noticeable it is, though. I almost feel like her drawing is more clear than the others. Why does hers look more clear? It's interesting. Hmm. Except I guess in this spot specifically. Almost looks faded when I zoom out right here. Hmm. You know, I could do something funny. Where I use the layer for her eyes as the layer for the rest of him. And of course the redrawing of his head. And then I could use the drawing of her whole self and then use that as his eyes. So they don't conflict too much. But also so they're still like on the same layer and everything. It just means I wouldn't be able to like freely move stuff around because I'd be also moving another thing. Which can be problematic, but if you are actually okay with that, then it's completely fine. As long as you can understand that you're also moving on another side, it's fine. Because, like, I did it with the twins, and I was pretty used to it by that point. It all depends on the comfortability of the artist. I already do have them on the same layer there. I think I'm gonna grab this, though. And then I'm going to... like that. And then... I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the last one, where I dim it a little bit. I say a little bit, but that was about halfway, pretty much. Let's not draw on that layer. I just realized I never drew their ears. Oh, that is really interesting. Huh. Guess that works. For, story purposes, but... I actually really like though that like the swoop of his hair actually lines up with this part. I think it's makes him a little bit unique in a way. I don't know if there's another character that has a hairstyle like this, but I know I had fun designing my character at least. I feel like some of these hairstyles are very impractical and possibly, like quite possibly not possible in real life. And I know I want to go for a lot of realism with my story, even though it's a fantasy. I think the hair is just gonna have to continue to be fantasy, because otherwise, how do you make very unique characters? I feel like hair is a very big thing with anime. It's like it's a very big defining feature of your character. That and its eyes. And its personality, of course. Cosplayers perform magic with wigs. Yeah, it's true. It's very true. I feel like some of these hairstyles might be impossible though in real life. I'm not saying they are impossible. I feel like there has to be something that's really either really difficult or quite possibly impossible. Like even the way his hair sticks out here is kind of interesting. I was honestly having a really bad, like a really hard time trying to decide what their hair was gonna look like. I was trying to think of something I haven't seen before. It was really difficult. There's a character his face reminds me of. So I wanted to make sure the hair would at least be different, but even then I think it's a little bit similar. It's just like how, for the twins, I don't want it to look too close to, like, Rem and Ram. I want them to be their own characters. That's another reason I don't want to do, like, the blue and pink. If they can make a Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh wig, I think anything is possible. Oh, what? I haven't watched, Yu-Gi-Oh! I do have a lot of animes on, like, my backlog. Rather than games on my backlog, I have animes on my backlog. The way this appears better. Let's see. There we go. Wait, did I not make his face as sharp? It's supposed to be sharp. I didn't make his face as sharp, darn it. Hope that has the hair ending right back here that you just watched me draw right there. Okay, there we go. Actually, I wonder if that even lines up with the face. Ah, it's making me cringe now. The fact it's not all, it's not defined. To go back and redefine it now. No, if I give him a different hair color, it might be more interesting. Currently he has this really confusing, like, blue-purple color, which I literally cannot tell is purple or blue, but it's kind of like an even mix of both, so it would honestly be plausible to call it any one of them at this point. Then her hair is just straight up purple, pink thing. Kind of lavenderish? I designed these two on stream, as well as the axolotl twins. I also designed, the Sea King fully on stream, from start to finish. That took, like, multiple different days of streaming. It actually took so long, because I was trying to do, like, a character reference sheet for, like, the future, and I'm hoping that'll help me with, like, drawing him different scenes and whatnot, because his outfit is a little bit crazy. Meanwhile, with something like the Traveling Trader's wearing, I can picture from all angles. Um, and even what Alfie's wearing is easier to picture from other angles than what the Sea King wears. He essentially wears, like, the most complex outfit probably seen in the story so far. I have a feeling, I have a bad feeling, that there will likely be another character that also has the same problem. It's like, he's not that complicated, like, it's more like the idea is complicated, right? It's hard to explain. I think if everyone could see him again, it'd make a little bit more sense. It's like it's complicated without being complicated. It's lots of simple shapes, but a lot of shapes. Let's see here. I think this would be the correct position. A little bit strange, but we're working with it. We're working with it. Possibly? I might be wrong. I'm just hoping it'll be right. Or rather, just work. I'm hoping it'll work. Trim this a little bit. Oh. Oh no. Let me draw his eyebrows on this layer. I think I want to give him more of like a suspicious face. I feel like it doesn't really work for this character. That's much easier to see now. I certainly should not be drawing this so small. It's just for the height chart. It's just for the height chart. It's essentially a mistake I made. Oh, I see something. I see something. Oh. Hmm. Let's rotate the canvas real quick. Where are they? That's not the right one. Oh my gosh, those drawings right there. Yeah, that's what I thought. Actually, it's not that bad. It's not what I thought it was. I do need to like I need to move this like over one. Other than that, yeah, it's not that bad actually. I thought it was way worse. I don't think I'm in the right layer. I was not. I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but actually technically it doesn't have to be a problem. It could just be the fact that his face is aimed down. No, it actually isn't really a problem. I want to see it from the other perspective, but yeah, this is not what I was expecting. We rotate the canvas again. I should have done that for some of the other ones, because I didn't do that for all of them. And again, from here it looks cursed having the eye so close to the outskirts of the face. It's like, so I feel like you wouldn't see it. So I could honestly just keep it here. Oh, it's wrong. I think I like that better. It's a little bit closer. And yeah, while I don't usually like to draw the eyes and the eyebrows through the hair, I think it helps with the expression and the personality of the characters coming through for at least just this kind of art for them. And now I can hide this stuff, those references up there. I'm going to put those down here. I think I made her eyes a little bit more open than they are usually. Because I like her to have like the kind of like gentle look to her. Did not just do that. I think I might have messed it up. I like the surprise look, actually. She's almost like bewildered by something. Something that's really strange about writing is like when you start writing characters, you do have characters that you hate, yet you're the one writing them. It doesn't actually make sense, yet it does. And I've already had this issue. Oh, that's actually kind of cool too, not having the eyes there for this. How did I let that get away? What in the world? That was a pretty big mistake right there. Yeah, it's crazy how like you can write these characters and like you love some of your characters so much, you write like you have a really good time writing these characters, and some characters are like, ugh, that character, what the heck? Oh, it stinks so much. Like, I find it really funny. Like, how does that even work? I think his head is way too big for this. No, I didn't want to have to do this. I don't want to have to shrink it. Shrinking it makes it worse. I already tested that before and his head wasn't too big. Something's not right about his pose. Maybe something more like this. No. This is cursed, and it's going to look cursed for a moment, guys. Let's do like a rough sketch real quick. I feel like it'd be something, not like one leg up like this kind of thing, or possibly like, yeah, more like walking like that. This is so hilarious. Oh my. Story writing is fun for sure. It just takes a lot of time, and you definitely can't rush it. Because if you do, you're gonna run into a lot of problems. What a male royal wear. I feel like I could do his arms behind his head, but it might be hard. Draw legs real quick. At least one leg just kind of out. I was gonna say like the wall lean pose. Like that would have been a good pose for him. Trying to picture how that goes though. It's kind of like, I feel like the whole body would be aimed a different way though. I feel like it would fit him though, like really well. Something more like this, like leaned back almost. No, you wouldn't be completely standing straight then. Oh my gosh, that is bizarre. I'm actually seeing two different poses right now. Like I could do one where he's kind of like from behind. Like this way. Or the one I was originally picturing. That's crazy. No, I did like it better like this actually. That's crazy. Oh, I just realized I didn't fix shoulder. So it was before that time that I rewound it essentially with undo. I could do it behind. I would say like hands in pockets of like a hoodie or something, but it's not that kind of era, so it was before his time. See how this pose go. It's gonna be really hard. Am I doing it reversed? I think I'm doing it reversed. It's not even the right. Oh my. That's gonna be really hard. Thinking of having him holding on to something. I would have someone sitting down, but for obvious reasons, I'm not gonna do that. I think the side profile isn't a bad idea, but it's a little bit hard. Need to give him an actual proper outfit. Don't think he looks good in a turtleneck, though. Or that. This might be a hard one, guys. Like, I can picture, like, sleeves. The sleeves to the outfit, but I can't picture, like, the torso part. Perhaps something like what we did for the twins. I am really stumped on this character, guys. I want to give him a too feminine of outfit. I think I should make him cross his arms in the front. If I can actually manage to draw him crossing his arms, because I forgot I cannot draw that yet. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be chaos, guys. I cannot draw that. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be so bad. No, I'm not gonna do that one. I could try that another time when it's actually like a good perspective. No, 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 no. That's gonna be a nightmare. That's gonna be a nightmare. No, thank you. Also, I'm gonna give him shorts that go over pants. I know people don't like that, but I think I like the look of it, honestly, myself. Also, because like I've used a lot of ideas already for all the other characters, so I want to be able to have something unique for some of them. Whether that's designs or hair, I guess. Essentially, I want to make each one of them unique in some way. Rather than drawing people to just one character, I want everyone to be able to have their moment kind of thing. Oh, nice. I finally thought of an idea for this part. I'll also be finishing upstream here in a moment. So he has a shirt right here, but then he has this part of the shirt. Oh my gosh, I stink at this so much. I don't want to give him frills, so I guess I'll just give him kind of similar to what the twins have there. Okay, this might make it a little bit better. Almost done, guys, for tonight. Just like to finish up this little piece here. Just a moment here. I don't want to turn it, but I think I need to make his foot a little bit bigger. He is by far one of the older ones in this photo. Also, I feel like he ages at a more normal pace compared to everyone else. I feel like something's not adding up here though with this pose. Something about the perspective. It's gotta be further back. So that the knees are lined up at least. Lunchtime. Hey, alrighty. Have a good lunch break, Raru. Thanks so much for stopping by. Appreciate it. I'm about to be ending the stream here. Sorry if I missed that from earlier. I'm not sure when you said it. I've been trying to lock in on at least the base. Guess I'm not getting the arms done tonight, but I got most of them done. We essentially got 3 characters done in tonight. That's insane. I feel like something does look off about him still. It's probably about how big his head is. Oh, I'm still here. Oh! Alrighty. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I didn't want to have to shrink his head, but alas. I think it's because he looks really mature. It's actually insane. Looks pretty mature to compare to all the other characters. I'll have him doing like a go away kind of pose with his hand. Kind of like the shoe pose. Hmm. Collapse this down real quick. We're gonna work better. We're gonna work more on that next time. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. This is as far as we got tonight. And like I said, I might still do some more off stream some point. Maybe not tonight, but possibly another day. I think next art stream actually won't be working on this project. It might be working on a project I'm working on for a friend. So I hope you guys would be interested in seeing that as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was day 157 of streaming every single day, and art stream number 36. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it. Take care, everyone. And thank you, Robert, for stopping by. Appreciate it. Bye.